All right, welcome into the locker room, and I'm standing with Coach Winters. Coach, before we look ahead to what might be the biggest game in this program's history, I'm not trying to overstate it, but I think we all know what's at stake. What a phenomenal game down in Indianapolis, and it was so funny. I think a lot of people are now talking about the drive, and what was interesting about it is I said while it was happening, the drive was the stuff of legend. You went a step further and said that was a championship drive, and of course we're talking about the scores 21-13 after John Robinson made a big block on an extra point. You guys got the ball back and you just iced the game away. How great was that?
Oh, it was a great feeling. We felt going into the game that we'd be able to run the ball, and Tony and Josh together were really a great combination for us. And we felt it was a championship drive. We needed to make that drive. They were an explosive offense. Keep them off the field if we can and put the ball in the end zone. And our guys really committed to, moving that football.
So many big plays over the course of the game, and I guess I want to start with the first drive. I mean, what adjustments the defense made after Indy got the ball, and let's face it, they made it look easy on that first drive, went right down the field. The adjustments that you made on the defensive side of the ball from that point on, you can't say enough about turning that negative into a positive the rest of the way.
It's funny. You probably don't believe this, but as they went and scored very easily, I said, okay, we're in good shape. Because most recently, when we score first, somehow we lose our attention. And when teams score on us easily, it gets our attention. And they did, and our kids, they stepped up and performed better. I don't know if it was so many adjustments, it's just we performed better.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about Troy Burrell. I mean, 2 3rd and 11 receptions, one for a touchdown, the other to put you, mere inches away from the line. All number one seems to do is make plays.
Yeah, he's so talented. And, he was moving all over the field and just making adjustments and really gave them fits. So we were very happy with him.
It's interesting. We've talked about this all season before the year started, during the course of the season. This team does not rest on its laurels, and I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in talking to some of the guys around the office today. The mission is not complete. This Saturday, Findlay, then you can talk about meeting those goals and taking the next step.
Exactly. We set goals for the season, and we had a couple disappointing losses and didn't know if we could reach those goals, and fortunately, we're in position. Number one, to win the GLIAC championship. A win gives us a share of the championship, and also to make the playoffs and compete for the national championship. So we put them out in front of us. We weren't afraid to say that that's what we wanted to do, and now we got to go do it.
Well, arguably the biggest game again in the history of the program, and we hope everybody comes out here and supports this team as they make a drive for the GLIAC championship and the playoffs. But Coach, let's talk a little bit about Findlay. What kind of troubles do you think they'll present?
Well, they're a good football team. They've won some big games this year. They're competing for a winning season, and I think anytime you have a team like that, they're going to give you 60 minutes of solid football. So it's going to be a good game. And their quarterback is a special player. He has the ability to run it and to throw it, and they're an explosive offense. I think they're young on defense, but they're a good football team.
What do you have to do from an offensive standpoint to get a Warrior victory?
Offensively, we have to run the ball, just like we did last week. We have to run it and put it in the end zone. But we also have to, mix in the Troy Burrell and the Dominique Maybanks big plays. Those are a big part of our offense that we've kind of lost for the last few weeks. So we'll see if we can get that back.
Coach, I can't say anything more about the game. We all know what's at stake. Just go out there and get it done. We hope to see everybody out there. This could be one of the banner days for the Warrior football program, to say the least. Best of luck. Thanks for the season so far, but finish the mission here against Findlay.
Thanks, Sean.